So I've been thinking a lot about this WB Montreal Batman game release and reveal on August 22nd, and I kind of wanted to touch on the issue of Gotham City as a whole. Now, as everybody knows, we got a Gotham City in Arkham Knight, and it was very disappointing, at least for me. Some people I know liked it, but personally, as a Batman comic fan, a Batman movie fan, and a Batman Arkham fan, it was extremely disappointing. Because basically what they did was they kind of made it very obvious in the trailers and stuff, and at, press conferences or whatever they were doing, Rocksteady at the time, made it pretty clear that it was not going to be populated with any civilians. And that was they made it into a situation where the city had to be evacuated and everything, blah, 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 right? So that all makes sense. But then they said that after you were done the story, it'll be fun, it'll never get boring, all this stuff, it'll be great free roamable area and all this stuff. And basically what they did was they gave us 3 Arkham cities, is basically what they did. They gave us 3 islands, one with, a gothic look, the other with a rundown kind of crappy neighborhood look, and then they gave us a really rich one, so Founders, Miagani, and Bleak. And it was really disappointing, especially when I first played the game. I was the first day I started playing it, and I went, this is okay, but it's not great. And I was just disappointed because they don't have a consistency with the way Gotham looks. So you look at Arkham Asylum, and now even Arkham Origins, which is riddled with mistakes, continuity-wise, debatably, even gets that right, the background of what Gotham City is supposed to look like. So basically, you look at Arkham Asylum, and you see Wayne Tower, this really towering building. It's the tallest building anywhere the eye can see. You see Arkham City, looks the same, but you're a lot closer, so everything's a little bit amped up and amplified bigger. And it looks amazing. It looks exactly what I would picture in the comics and what I would want Gotham City to look like anywhere. And it's just these huge skyscrapers, these really sharp rooftops, and all these lights and all these cars driving, and it's so active and all this stuff. And then you get to Arkham Origins, same exact thing. And then we get to Arkham Knight. The city is completely redone. Wayne Tower does not look anywhere near similar to what it looked like in the other games. Now, I get that they had to make it so that you could actually free roam with it and go inside and all that stuff, but it doesn't mean you have to make it look different. They basically made a completely new city, and it felt completely disconnected from all the other stuff. And I was disappointed with that, because the first time I ever played Arkham, I was I can't wait until whatever they're going to do so that I can play in that city. I want to do it. And I think all Arkham players kind of had this envision thing in their head where they say, this is exactly what I want to see. Everyone kind of had their own opinion of what they wanted the ending of the Arkham series to be. And not even necessarily story-wise, but free roam-wise and combat-wise, stealth-wise. And I will say Arkham Knight 100% delivered in those aspects. Gameplay-wise, absolutely it delivered. But Gotham was just a letdown. And I'm really hoping that WB Montreal took this into their hearts seriously and made us a Gotham that is worth my time, because I don't want to have a rehash of Arkham Knight and just play through that city again or whatever. I want their own take on what they want Gotham to look like, but I want it to be true to the comics and true to the gothic feel of how Gotham is supposed to feel. It doesn't have to feel like just fucking Depressionville or whatever, but it's got to be gothic, man. I mean, you look at the opening scenes in Arkham Asylum, and it's so dark and gritty and Gotham, man. It was amazing. And then it just kind of it doesn't feel like Gotham City to me. I think there's in Arkham Knight, I think there's elements of Gotham in Arkham Knight that do really feel like Gotham when you're on the streets and walking around and stuff like that. But above, there's no skyscrapers. Nothing's tall. no buildings that are, extremely tall that actually look like you're in a city. Like, I live outside of Philadelphia, and Philadelphia has some really beautiful skyscrapers that look like skyscrapers. The buildings are not just like brick buildings that are like kind of semi-tall with flat roofs. They have points to the roofs, and it's beautiful. And what's so hard about them, getting it in a video game like that? It's not, because they've done it in Spider-Man, and they did a great job in Spider-Man PS4, and I'm sure they'll do it great in Miles Morales and the sequel after that. But what I'm getting at is WB Montreal has better given us a good Gotham. And if they don't, I'm not going to be like, oh, I'm not playing this game because they didn't give me the Gotham I wanted. But I'm going to be pretty disappointed, because we've been waiting so long for this game, and I think the reason we've been waiting so long is because it's going to be a good game. And they did go through a lot of difficulties trying to get this thing out, because, they had a couple different incarnations of this and completely different games altogether. They had a Suicide Squad game, not Rocksteady. So, yeah, it's all kind of speculation from here, but I'm pretty confident at least they're going to give us a really good Gotham, and it'll probably be the best one we've ever seen, personally. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. DC Fandom is right around the corner, so let's all be hype. 22nd, it's coming. We're going to get a Batman reveal. I mean, how excited are you guys and me? I'm extremely excited. I can't wait for this. This is a great time for the community of Arkham to just get together, and we're finally getting what we've been waiting for years and years and years. And also, we're getting info on the Batman movie and Wonder Woman and all this stuff, and Flash and all these great things. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Follow me on Twitter, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.